Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chip Chats by the Big Reds for the Big Reds, a podcast where we discuss with you the Chippewa Valley issues. We usually have a guest with us, but today we're just introducing what it'll be about. I am Isaac McPherson. This is Emily Flynn, and this is Isabella McPherson.
We're the co-hosts. It's the three of us hosting this podcast, and it all started out, Emily and I, as a joke. We were like, oh, we should start a podcast and stuff. And we were talking to Little Hags, Braden Haggerty, about it. And he was like, oh, you guys should start one for the school. And Emily and I emailed Mr. Distelrath about it. We weren't being completely serious about it because we didn't know if we would really be getting to happen. And he was like, oh, that's great. We had a meeting about it.
Distelrath approved.
Distelrath approved, to say the least. And then we came and talked to Miss Goosen because I know she has a podcast set up in the library. And she helped us show us what to do to record and all that. And this is our first episode, so we just kind of want to get into what kind of things it would be about, what we'd be covering, what kind of topics we'd be touching base with, all that stuff.
Yeah, so our next episode is going to be with Mr. Matt Way, and he's just basically going to be touching base on, teaching, kind of. There's, a whole umbrella.
There's going to be some side conversations, though.
Yeah.
But some topics we're going to be discussing in this podcast is we'll be asking teachers their favorite kind of students to teach, or
what their opinions are, what they do outside of school, just stuff like that you might want to know, you're curious about.
Yeah, just students. We're going to be doing fun things as well, fun little games. We also have an Instagram.
Yes, it's if you go on Instagram and look up at Chipp Chat, we'll post something on the story, and we would like you guys to submit ideas, what you'd like us to do, what kind of questions you'd like us to ask, who you want to see on the podcast, stuff like that. What can make it more interesting to you? And this first episode might not be the most interesting because it's us just kind of touching base, explaining what we're going to be getting into. But
yeah, we were just thinking that Bella and I and Isaac want to start a podcast in the future, for not the school, but we figured that our school should know what's happening and get a bigger idea of the people inside of the school and the community.
We're also going to be doing something called a lightning round, where...
Oh, yeah, at the end of, each interview kind of thing, we'll say, a name of, a teacher, and they'll say the first word that comes to mind.
we now have a teacher. They say, less than 5 words.
Yeah.
About what comes into mind to describe them.
Yeah, 1 word or few words, something like that. Something, goofy like that. If you like a teacher, you're like, oh, inspiring, nice, trustworthy, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. On, Instagram and stuff, we'll probably make videos, promoting Chip Chats,
It depends really how long the episodes will be. They're not going to be, they could range, anywhere. It depends on who we're talking to, what they have to say, what the topics are about. We'll probably get, sidetracked in some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us on Instagram who you guys would like to see up on Chip Chats.
We'll give you guys, I don't know, yeah. Just tell us who you'd like to see on Chip Chats, teachers, students.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think would be interesting, what questions we should ask, any, not games, how we have, the lightning round, where we do that, little segments,
or
that.
There are
any little game segments we should do with them.
Yeah, or like Emily said, if there's games you think that we should do, please let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a quick little shout out to Miss Goosen for letting us use this podcast room in the media center after school, because she's actually not here right now, but trusting us alone in this little podcast room with this equipment, aka the computer. But we
plausible microphones.
And plausible microphones.
Headphones,
headsets.
Hopefully, maybe get a better setup one day.
For Isaac when he carries on the legend next year.
Yeah.
Our professional setup.
Thank you guys for joining us on this first episode of Chip Chats. I know it wasn't the most interesting, but they will get interesting. I can promise you.
Trust. We already know who our first student guest is going to be, and that's going to be real interesting.
All right. Thank you guys for your time, and see you on the next episode. Peace out.